welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the family. Today I have another haul for you guys. This time I have around 20 perfumes. I just got a hold of a whole bunch of new fragrances in the last week or so I can't wait to share them with you guys. If you want to see what I got this time, stay tuned. So the first one I want to show you guys is this beauty right here. This is easily #1 perfume in my collection. This, you guys, this beauty right here blew every single fragrance I own out of the water. This is Fragrance du Bois. Can you guess which one it is? Fragrance du Bois Oud Intense. Isn't that gorgeous, the presentation, you guys? This presentation is just fabulous. Look at how luxe that looks in there, sitting in the nice satin setting there. This, I got the small size, you guys. Well, I just did a video for you guys testing your fragrance recommendations. I tested 9 samples and decided on buying 5 of them, and this was one of them that I decided to buy. Actually, instead of a sample, I had this small size in that video because I went ahead and bought this right away, the small size. I couldn't get a hold of a sample, so I justified myself. I knew that I was gonna like the Oud Rose combo, so I thought, well, you know, let me just get the small size and I'll get the big bottle later. So I am gonna purchase the large size of this right away. When I got this and put my nose on it, you guys, I forgot everything I was doing, where I was. I've never smelled something so gorgeous, classy, sophisticated, beautiful, sexy, just on another goddess level, all at the same time ever before. I don't own anything that smells like this. This is the most sophisticated Oud Rose combo that I've ever put my nose on. This one doesn't have anything groundbreaking in terms of notes. This is a very aromatic, fresh, spicy, fruity Oud Rose scent. And the notes in here are not groundbreaking and unique or different. I mean, I have a ton of perfumes, literally a lot of perfumes with these notes in them, but none of them smell like this. On the top, you get bergamot and fruity notes, which is like a very nice, fresh, amazing start to this perfume. In the middle, you have rose, geranium, amber, and sandalwood, which gives it that creamy sort of nice floral finish. And then on the bottom, the only note you get is oud. So it finishes with oud on the dry down on the base. So like I said, nothing groundbreaking about this perfume in terms of, you know, the accords, the notes, but it just, the way they're all combined in here is just, it's like no other. It must be the quality of the fragrance oils, must be the quality of the way they've created this perfume, how they've put it together. But whatever it is, you guys, it smells like a piece of heaven. I feel like a goddess, like $1,000,000 when I wear this. So I use this as the sample. Like, I got samples of the other ones, and this was like my sample, you know, because it's a very tiny, you know, tiny size. I didn't want to jump and get the whole big size without putting my nose on it. I figure, you know, I'll put the small size in the purse, and then when I get the big one, then that would be on my vanity. So this was in my video. I will link it up here and down in the description box. Check that out. My mind was blown when I first smelled this perfume. You have it on camera the moment I smelled this perfume. Check my previous video for that. I mean, I was floored. So it's such an amazing, it's like everything all in one. Sexy, beautiful, gorgeous, just classy, goddess-like perfume ever. I am so glad I got a hold of this. So next I got from Elisa. This is the Elisa Le Parfum. So when you open this, you take this sleeve out, and then you have this box, and it comes in a kit. So it has the body wash and body lotion, and then the Le Parfum. So this is the most, I mean, look at the color of that juice, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? This is such a sophisticated scent, you guys. I really love the way this perfume smells. I like the Le Parfum version over all the, like, the Eau de Parfum, Eau de Toilette versions of, like, the white one and everything else, the variations Elisa has. Of all of them, this is my favorite. This has like a syrupiness to it. It comes from the Honey Accord. This is a very white floral, honey, sweet, woody scent. Mainly what I'm getting is that the honey and the florals. So on the top you get the African orange flower, and that's the only note. In the middle you get jasmine, and that's all. So you get a very like white floral opening all the way. And on the bottom you have a big dose of honey, rose, patchouli, and Virginia cedar. Yeah, I love this scent. I just really love the way this perfume smells, you guys. It's not very complex in terms of notes, but it's very like syrupy, sort of white florally gorgeousness. Love that I got it. Next I got Jean Paul Gaultier Scandale by Night. I already have the regular Scandale. This is what it looks like, the typical same presentation that Jean Paul Gaultier has. So this has that Scandale DNA, only a little extra. I would say a lot extra. Oh, such a gorgeous scent, you guys. I would say right off the bat, I can tell you I like this little more than Scandale, which I love Scandale, by the way. I really think it's a gorgeous perfume. This one is another level extra. I think it takes it to the next level. I think this has what Scandale is missing. Scandale is very like, it's a honey bomb. It's very like honey heavy. This one has honey, but it has other stuff that really adds other layers to it and brings it to a very sophisticated level. It's a sweet, honey, balsamic, fruity, floral, vanilla scent. But the honey in here is not as heavy as the regular Scandale, which overwhelms everything else. I think in that perfume, this one has that, whatever that dimension that Scandale's missing, this adds that additional layer. So on the top you have a huge dose of honey and citrus notes, lots of citrus notes. So in the middle you have cherry note, and there's tuberose, which I could smell right away. Actually, there's cherry, there's a note called nard. It's like a Himalayan type of like floral, I think. There's orange blossom and pear. Base, you have a big dose of tonka bean, which I can smell very much. There's patchouli, there's a big dose of vanilla, and there's sandalwood, and then there's amberwood, and there's musk on the bottom. This would be a great date night sexy perfume to wear. You could probably wear this all year round at nighttime. I think this is definitely a nighttime scent. I mean, the name itself suggests Scandale by Night. I think this is a great first date or any kind of date perfume, and going out perfume that you can use it for any occasion at nighttime. I recommend this more than Scandale. I recommend both of them. This is definitely better to me, to my nose. I think anyone would agree with me. I really do think that. This has an additional layer that Scandale's missing. Scandale is mainly like a honey bomb, which I love, by the way. But this adds that sophisticated layer to that. And this is definitely, to me, I think smells even better than Scandale. Now I have every one of C Original and its flankers. Each and every one of them. So I got this beauty that is actually, I think, discontinued because I couldn't find this anywhere else but one place. So this is like the presentation, the little kind of suede pouch here. This is Céline Parfum. This one is the one I've been trying to get my hands on. Oh, this is very beautiful. This is actually smells quite close to the Elisable Parfum, actually. Wow. C perfumes, they don't disappoint. This is a very balsamic, vanilla, warm, spicy, fruity, woody, floral fragrance. I can definitely smell incense in here. I know it's in the middle somewhere. On the top you get bergamot and blackcurrant. In the middle you have osmanthus, jasmine, and incense there. This smells incensey. On the bottom you get vanilla, amber, benzoin, and patchouli. I love it, you guys. It has like similar vibes to Elisable Parfum too. This is the Céline Parfum. Maybe it's in the concentration, I'm not sure. I know there are a few notes that are similar between the two. I'm glad I finally got a hold of this. You know, the cap, by the way, on this is different. Do you see that? The cap is like clear on the top a little bit, which is usually not the case. You get the whole thing black usually. By the way, I could only find the 1.7 ounce bottle. I think this is the 1.7, the smaller size. Couldn't get my hands on the giant daddy size of this. This was really hard to find. I only found this on fragrance.com and it's gone now, I think. I'm not sure, I have to check. But I couldn't find this anywhere, you guys. This is, I think, discontinued like they do to everything good. I don't get it why fragrance houses do that and discontinue their best perfumes. I really only hope they never discontinue CeylonCleo. I'm gonna throw a fit if they do. So yeah, I'm glad my C collection is now complete. The next one I got was from Kilian. This is I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess, or in short, Princess by Kilian perfume. I've been meaning to get my hands on this for a while now. This is such a gorgeous scent too, you guys. This is a very sweet, vanilla, powdery, warm, spicy, and a little bit of freshness in their perfume. This is a beautiful vanilla, marshmallowy, sweet, warm, cozy scent. My favorite note in here is the marshmallow note on the bottom. So on the top you get lemon, and that's it. That's the fresh opening to this perfume. And there are some green notes in the middle. So in the middle you get green tea, green apple. There's jasmine and ginger and hedion. On the bottom you get that very warm, cozy kind of marshmallow, benzoin, vanilla base. I love the bottles. It's like, it's upside down actually. So it goes in like that and you set it up on like this on the vanity. I'm really glad I got a hold of this perfume. I think it's really, really feminine and gorgeous perfume. Princess by Kilian. Marshmallowy vanilla goodness. So I couldn't help myself, you guys. I went ahead and got another one of the Maison Lancome line perfumes, the full size. I actually have the travel size. I bought that first to kind of test it out. And I fell in love, you guys. This is such a gorgeous bitter orange scent. This is Orange Bigarade by Maison Lancome. And this is what the bottle looks like, the typical Maison Lancome cap, except the magnetic cap is actually white instead of gold, which I'm not sure why they did that. So it has like the orange slices and jasmine and then florals engraved on it, just like any other Maison Lancome line. The juice is this light orange color. Very so fresh. This is like the thing I can tell about this is such a, if you love gorgeous fresh scents, this is the one for you. This is like a gorgeous bitter orange fresh scent. This is a very citrus, white floral, green, fresh, spicy scent. If you want to feel refreshed, like, you know, at nighttime or in the mornings when you wake up for bedtime, this would be a really great bedtime perfume if you ask me. Although it's really nice and fresh, it just kind of like lulls you into this kind of cozy place. In the mornings, this would be a nice, like, bright thing to wake up to. So on the top you get bitter orange bergamot, very citrusy opening, like a huge dose of citruses. So in the middle you get all the white florals, the spicy notes, and the green notes. So a lot of white florals in the middle. You have jasmine, orange blossom, and hedion, and then there's green, I think black tea note, and then there's pepper note in the middle. That's a slight hint of spiciness, but you can't really smell it that much. On the bottom you have vanilla, sandalwood, and benzoin to really tone down the citrus notes and kind of make it warm, cozy, to give it that warm, cozy vibes on the dry down. Oh yeah, love it. I never regret. I gotta say, I own so many perfumes from the Maison Lancome line. I'm yet to be disappointed. I have not been disappointed with them. And I got another one from the Maison Lancome line. Of course, I can't help myself, you guys. This one is the iris one. This is from the Maison Lancome. This is Iris Dragees. Here you go. These are iris flowers engraved on here on the bottle. This is what the juice looks like. It's like a rosy, peachy color. The magnetic cap is white. So this is a very powdery iris fragrance, you guys. Very powdery, because iris always makes fragrances smell powdery. So if you love powdery scents, here's one. This is a powdery, floral, sweet, woody, vanilla perfume. I love the iris note in here, but there's like something fresh about this perfume too, slight bit. The freshness, I think, comes in the opening from the bergamot note on the top, with pink pepper. Then you get freesia, orange blossom freesia, also adding that fresh note there. There's orange blossom, the white florals. And then there is almond in the middle. There's iris, which brings the powderiness. And there's sugar, which is the sweet part of this, about this perfume, that iris and sugar kind of really adds this sweet powderiness to this perfume. That slight hint of fresh touch with the bergamot and the freesia. Very, very cool. So on the bottom you get orris, vanilla, and musk, and then a note that I'm not familiar with. ISO E Super, I'm not really sure what that is, but nonetheless there's like the vanilla on the dry down, so that definitely, you know, a big dose of vanilla there. It's a great perfume for spring and summer and daytime wear. I've never been disappointed with anything that I've bought from Maison Lancome line, you guys. Very much nice, powdery, fresh scent. So I also got another one from the Maison Lancome line. I know this one is actually a smaller travel size one that I got. So this is the Magnolia Rosae. So this is a magnolia based perfume. So I'm going to get the big size of this too, of course, you guys. Oh, that magnolia note, so pretty. Again, daytime perfume, great for spring and summer, definitely daytime wear, not a nighttime perfume. Very fresh magnolia scent. This is a floral, rose, powdery, musky scent. This is very actually simple. There are 3 notes in this perfume and that's it. It's magnolia, rose, and musk, and it's just this gorgeous powdery, musky magnolia rose scent. Yeah, it's such a gorgeous like magnolia rose scent that's very, very ethereal and feminine. Next I have from Miss Dior. This is Miss Dior Le Parfum. So this is my favorite version, actually one of my favorite versions of the Miss Dior line. This is a very balsamic, rose, vanilla, patchouli scent. So there aren't that many notes in this fragrance. In the opening there's mandarin orange and that's it, and then you get a huge like double dose of rose in the middle, Turkish rose and rose. In the bottom you have patchouli, vanilla, and amber, and that's it. But this smells just stunning, you guys. Stunning. Very long lasting. The day this arrived, I sprayed it on myself and lasted all day. I really am glad I got a hold of this. This is hard to get a hold of now, by the way, the Le Parfum version. I don't know if they discontinued it. Eau de Parfum is still available, and all the other versions. This one is quite hard to get a hold of these days. I think it's a very like beautiful date night fragrance for a woman. I think it's a nighttime perfume. You can wear this actually also daytime, but this is mostly suited for fall and winter more than summer and spring. And if you do wear it during spring and summer, it would be a nighttime fragrance. Next up I have Organza by Givenchy. This is not sexy. Maybe this is cozy, I can give you that. I can say that. But this is definitely not sexy because this smells very, very, very vintage. It's a very vintage, mature scent. And it's cozy, I will say that. This is a very balsamic, warm, spicy, cinnamon, woody, vanilla scent. On the top you get patchouli and Brazilian rosewood. I gotta say the opening is very woody because of the Brazilian rosewood. And the patchouli kind of really gives it that punch. Patchouli to me, in my opinion, is better as a base note on the dry down than in the opening. Rosewood is actually kind of almost like a sandalwood type of like very warm woody scent, which is really nice, but combined with patchouli it's not the greatest. And in the middle you get cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon. It's actually the highest quality cinnamon, and then you get plum note in the middle, which is nice. On the bottom you get a big dose of amber, musk, and vanilla. So yeah, it is nice. I would say it is a very vintage smelling scent, and I can see some people loving this. Somebody, I can't remember, somebody was recommending this. I mean, it depends on who you are and what you know. It's like not really my kind of scent right here. This is Givenchy Organza Indecence. Next I have a new perfume by the house of Haramain, which I really like. I have several Haramain perfumes which I really do adore. There's a great dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait and Baccarat Rouge 540. It is the Amber Rouge one. I will put a picture up here. So that's already a dupe for Baccarat Rouge, but this one is actually even a closer dupe, I think. This is a Haramain Manege Rouge. So when you open the box, you get this container inside the box that's holding the perfume inside. So this is what the container looks like, and there's the perfume. And this is a very elaborate lid, you guys. Look at this bottle. It's, you know, it's got like this like carousel like lid. So this is actually the lid to the perfume. It's plastic, so I'm not crazy about it. I think it makes it look maybe slightly cheap. I don't know. This is the closest dupe to Baccarat Rouge 540 that I have put my nose on, I would say. This is very, very close. This to Baccarat Rouge 540 and the straight version. I think this is closer to the Baccarat Rouge, the original. Whereas Al Haramain Amber Oud, the Rouge one, is more closer to the Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. It has that DNA of the Baccarat Rouge 540. It's supposed to have balsamic, warm, spicy, caramel, sweet, white floral accords, but I gotta tell you guys, I'm not getting some of that. I wouldn't call this exactly sweet either. It's slightly sweet, but very slight sweetness. It's not overwhelmingly sweet. And it has a few white floral notes I can smell. It's not like an, you know, overwhelming in your face kind of scent. So yeah, just like Baccarat, this has saffron. It has like orange, but I'm not smelling that in the opening. And there's jasmine, of course, just like Baccarat Rouge. In the middle, you guys, this has a cotton candy note, which is really yummy. So this is kind of reminding me of Ariana Grande Cloud too. You know how Ariana Grande Cloud has that whipped cream kind of note in there. That's gorgeous. So this is actually kind of similar to that with the cotton candy note. So in the middle, you have that candy, cotton candy note and caramel, which I'm not getting a lot of caramel, to be honest. In the bottom, you get amber and oak musk. So the fragrance notes are very different from Baccarat Rouge, but I tell you the end result, it smells very similar to Baccarat Rouge 540. I really like it, you guys. I love the way it smells, and it's like a fraction of the price of something like Baccarat Rouge 540. So yeah, I just don't really, I'm not really loving the packaging, but it's a great scent nonetheless. So I bought the hair perfume, hair mist of the Woman in Gold, Kilian Woman in Gold. You guys already know that I love this scent. I actually talked about the Kilian Woman in Gold in one of my hauls. I'll link it up here. You guys know how this smells like. I've described Woman in Gold before. It's a very sophisticated scent. It's a very vanilla, citrus, rose, woody, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy scent. Very aldehydic. You know, in the opening you get bergamot, aldehyde, and mandarin orange in the middle, freesia and vanilla, and you have tonka bean vanilla in the bottom in the, you know, the Woman in Gold perfume, and then I think woody notes. So this smells exactly like that, only the hair mist version. I just had to have the hair mist. Next up, I have another perfume from a Middle Eastern house. This is the private blend of this perfume house. This is Pure Arabian Velvet private blend. It says luxury eau de parfum. This puppy was actually expensive. So this is from the house of Chkoudra, I think. Anyway, so this is new to me. I bought this based on somebody's recommendation. It has a very spicy opening. It has black pepper, clove, and heliotrope. So heliotrope kind of moderates the spicy notes, but it's very spicy still. Middle is kind of sweet and floral. In the middle you have sweet honey and orange blossom. Base is very heavy with tonka bean and vanilla and tobacco. So I gotta tell you guys, when I sprayed this, I'm like, this is the DNA of something that I'm very familiar with. What is it? What is it that I'm smelling that's similar? Then I realized it's Fèves Délicieuses by Christian Dior that has a very tonka bean heavy base. So just like that, this one has a big dose of tonka bean. So I get like a kind of like that Fèves Délicieuses vibes in the dry down. But it has tobacco too. It makes it smoky, unlike the Fèves Délicieuses. So that's the difference on the dry down. This is not really my cup of tea, but it's a gorgeous scent nonetheless. But I am gonna keep this as a very unique addition to my perfume collection. Certain occasions will call for this kind of scent. So yeah, this is a very smoky kind of, you know, that has that tobacco note in it. kind of mysterious fragrance. And I would say it's very unisex. I think it would smell amazing on a guy. It's a unisex perfume. It's great for men and women both. But it's just really not my vibe. So next up, I have two of the latest releases right here. Very excited to talk about these two. So first I want to talk about Libre Eau de Parfum Intense by Yves Saint Laurent. This one is actually the intense version of the original Libre. I got the smaller size. This is the smaller bottle. I gotta say, guys, I have smelled the original and now I have my nose on this. I will say this smells much better than the Eau de Parfum. This is the Eau de Parfum Intense. This is the intense version. This has that layer that the other one's missing. The other one's very like a lavender vanilla perfume, whereas this one has more layers to it, more dimension to it. This is a very balsamic, aromatic, sweet vanilla floral scent. This has lavender as well, that original DNA of Libre, the original Eau de Parfum. So just like the original, the Eau de Parfum, you get lavender in the opening. You also have here the bergamot and mandarin orange in the opening, and in the middle you get a bunch of florals, again lavender again, so 2 layers of lavender. So you get Tunisian orange blossom, lavender, jasmine and orchid in the middle, and that's really gorgeous. That's what adding that dimension to this perfume. And on the bottom you have vanilla, vetiver, ambergris, which I love. It gives that kind of marine type of quality to perfumes. And then you get a big dose of tonka bean, which I can actually smell. So yeah, the difference between this and the original Eau de Parfum is that the original is very lavender type of unisex fragrance. This one is less unisex. This is more feminine to me. And this is kind of balsamic. The Eau de Parfum is not balsamic. This one is. This one has that tonka bean note on the base, so it makes it a very vanilla heavy, tonka beany like perfume that's a little bit more feminine. So yeah, this one is actually gorgeous, you guys. I really recommend the Intense, the intense version, over the Eau de Parfum version of the YSL Libre. So yeah, go get it, guys. Totally worth it. Next I have Givenchy L'Interdit Intense. So this is the intense version of the original L'Interdit. Let me show you guys. I really love this kind of reminds me of C Intense. The packaging of that same kind of black bottle, which I love. This one, you guys, I'll tell you something. There it is. This one reminds me very much of a perfume that we all know. Guess which one? Dior Addict. I'm not gonna say this is exactly like Dior Addict at all, but this has that Dior Addict DNA. I'm telling you. I was like, when this arrived and I sprayed it on myself, I'm like, wait a minute, I have something that smells very much like this in my collection. What is it? What is it? And then I realized it's Dior Addict. This is a very aromatic white floral tuberose vanilla woody patchouli scent. It has a very spicy opening. It's black pepper and that's the only top note on this, which isn't like as strong as you imagine it is. Actually, it just dissipates right away, and then you can smell the middle very much and then the base. This has like orange blossom, tuberose and sesame in the middle. So that pepper note just quickly dissipates and you can immediately smell the tuberose and orange blossom, and then sesame just kind of balancing there, which is like a really weird note, honestly. What I smell is really the tuberose mostly, and then I smell some orange blossom. On the base you have vetiver, vanilla and patchouli. Yeah, this has that Dior Addict vibe, but I tell you, there's nothing similar about the two in terms of fragrance notes and accords at all, you guys. Sometimes it's just a memory that invokes in you. This is not a warm perfume. This is like a cold type of perfume, and it doesn't have tonka bean in it, but it kind of invokes the smell of tonka bean in here somewhere too. Whatever that, the combination of the notes kind of creates that. Dior Addict has tonka bean, so that's kind of what I'm smelling here. This doesn't have it, but I'm telling you guys, just put your nose on it and tell me that it doesn't remind you a little bit of Dior Addict. Yeah, it's the same kind of cold perfume, that is cold kind of wintry perfume as Dior Addict. I think this is a great one for the winter time, if you ask me. Great perfume for winter. That's all for my fragrance haul, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I Went crazy again. I think I had close to 20 or over 20 fragrances in this haul. I love perfume hauls and I know you guys love them too. So I just wanted to bring you another fragrance haul. I'll be doing another one here in a week or two. I'll see you guys in my next video.